So welcome to this bit of a different video today. Me and Sam have both had a day off. It's Monday morning, it's 7 o'clock. We're down the workshop, but we're not working. We're going to take the pickup to the rolling road. So Sam's got the pickup on the trailer and we're just getting ready to leave. We're going down because we want to support. We've just done some work for another pickup truck racer who's on the rolling road, so we're going down to support him anyway, and he said, oh, you should put your car down. Yeah, he said you should bring your car down and just give it a test, just to see if it's all good and still performing like it should. So we thought, yeah, it might get us a bit more enthused to go racing. So the pickup's on the back of the trailer, all looking quite pretty, and we're gonna be leaving quite soon, I think. I don't know what Sam's doing in there. He must be getting something ready by the looks of it, but yeah, we'll video today and see exactly what happens. So what Steve's doing there is just warming the truck up, ready to do a power run with the pickup. That's Jim there, just making sure there's airflow going to the front of the truck. This is a single rolling road. My truck's only booked in for a power run, so that's all he's doing at the moment. He's just setting up the rolling road to the wheel diameter and the revs and things like that, and then he'll hold it at full throttle and then release the brake on the rolling road, and then that's what will calculate the torque and the horsepower. And once it hits the rev limiter, which is not yet, the rev's just climbing still at the moment, so now it's hit the rev limiter, what that's now doing is engine braking, so it will measure the transmission losses through the car as well, and it will give you a flywheel horsepower, so engine horsepower, and then power at the wheels. And Sam's moved the camera there, so we've just got a shot from the back, just to show what the truck looks like from the back and below. And as soon as he loads it up, the exhaust gases are actually moving the camera slightly to the left and bringing my friend Kenny more in shot. So my car's off the rollers and the numbers aren't great actually. We don't know if the engines are or if the timing needs moving, but we ain't got time to fiddle with it on Steve's rolling road because this was just booked in for a power run as we're supporting Kenny. So I've just rang a mate of mine up. He's going to get us in this afternoon so we can have a bit of a tweak about. But there we are, there's the back of the car. This car's just come down for a rolling road, which is really nice too. And then Kenny and Reece's car's sat on the rollers at the moment, so they're just doing some bits and bobs of checking. Just holding a bit of steady load on Reece's truck just to bed it in. That's why it's kept constant like that. They'll start mapping it soon. So Reece's truck is now on the rollers with Steve at the handlebars and Jim on the laptop for the mapping. The truck's got to be running, so it's just steady stating at the moment, and they're adjusting the fueling table. You can just about see there on the computer screen through the passenger side. So they're adjusting it under different loads and then smooth it out afterwards. The silver pipe that's going into the cab of the car is an aircon system. The exhaust runs very close to your leg in the car. You don't run a gearbox cover, so the heat inside the pickups is phenomenal really. So Steve's got aircon blowing on him while he's doing the power runs. They're testing it all at all different load sites and all different throttle. Here I think he's just getting ready to do a full power run. So he's just come off the full power run there. Now they're just calculating the transmission losses, and now we've just moved the camera angle so we can get a couple of shots of the engine under load. We need some of that grease. It's that special grease.
It's a special grease. And the axle.
Special axle.
Well, that's it. I'm on my way back from Track and Road in Rainham. So I just wanted to say thanks to Steve and Jim there for what they've done. They only did a power run and a fuel test on my pickup. Our mum and I went to go back racing, and I just wanted to see if it had gained or lost any power, where it had either freed off or got a bit older. And the figures weren't what I was expecting. I was expecting a bit more, if I'm being completely honest. The fuel trace wasn't particularly very good. I haven't checked the cam timing since I built the engine, so I need to check that to see if that's moved, but they didn't have time to change the fuel in or to let me do any cam timing adjustments, because I did only book in for a power map. The one thing I did do is we took it there with fresh 20 litres of Shell Optimax, and I wanted to try Esso's 99 octane fuel as well. So we drained the tank when we was there. There's a little drain on the bottom of my tank to allow us to dump all the fuel. So we did that, and then put the Esso in and ran that up again. When I get home, I will point out the effects that had on the rolling road. I mean, they was back-to-back testing. All we did was change the fuel. There was no other modifications done to the engine because quite frankly we didn't have time. So it is a good test. We wasn't expecting any change, and we got change, so I will show that when I get back. Then we put Kenny's car on the rollers, which needed running in and then some tweaking around. We think that the the air temp in the workshop where the dyno was, I mean, we was all sweating. It was really muggy and hot in there. And then when we switched their aircon in to try and bring the ambient temperature down, it gained quite a big jump in horsepower, Kenny's and Reece's pickup. So where we did think we might have been a couple of horsepower down, we don't think we are. We think it was just the temperatures of the day. Also, the engine's brand new, so he's racing at Snetterton this weekend, so I think we're all going to go ride up to support Reece racing it, and we'll see what he thinks to it actually on the circuit. The engine sounded very strong. We had a bit of a cam timing swing. We put a couple of degrees into the inlet and we took a couple of degrees out of the exhaust to try and, well, we swung it each way, but that's where it settled. So Sam and James are somewhere behind me now in my pickup on the back of the caddy. The reason I'm not using my transit is the engine at this minute in time has done 480 miles since the rebuild, and I just really didn't want to put that much load on it. But yeah, it's a long day but a good day out, and I'll show you the power charts when I get back to the workshop. So we're now back from my car being on the rolling road, and I said that I'd show you the trace for the fuel change. We took it with one brand of fuel in, dynoed it, and then while it was still on the dyno, changed it to another brand of fuel, and the dotted line is the second change. This is the torque curve, and this is the fuel, this is the power curve, and the solid line is what fuel we normally run, and this is the torque curve and this is the power curve. And as you can see, the changes are pretty big. I mean, if you take the worst example from there to there, the foot-pound it lost was, I mean, when you're on the dyno you can click on it and it'll tell you, but I think it was nearly 18 foot-pound here. But the actual end figures for this is my pickup truck as well, so like I say, I want this to be good because I wanted to test fuels, but it basically lost, I'm just reading it now, top end it was 7 horsepower top end, and it was 12 foot-pound of torque from its maximum on the first run to the second run, but it was more mid bend. And as you can see down here, it's quite hefty, like just where you need it coming out the bend as well. So we're going to stick to what fuel we run at the moment, but I think that was a good test because I had loads and loads of people telling me that I should be doing this and I should be doing that with the fuel and trying this and trying that, and I thought, you know what, let's test it. Let's buy a different brand of fuel and try it. The only thing I do regret is not buying more, really. We should have done a test with 3 or 4 companies, but my truck's going back to the rollers because it was rich in places. I think I explained this when we was on our way back, that my truck was rich in places, but because I only booked it in for a power run and a fuel test, that's all we did. So I've spoken to my friend who's got a rolling road. He will basically sit in it and control the rollers, and then let me play around with the fueling and the cam timing. So what I might do is also go and grab some other fuel and do some other back-to-back testing of fuel, because it's kind of got my mind thinking of what it does and what it doesn't do. We didn't think it was going to make any difference, but as you can see, the differences was big. So I don't know how the wife's going to do this vlog. I don't know if this is going to be a one-off just for the day or if it's going to be part of another one, but I will end it anyway. I'll end the vlog. So thanks for watching. If you've liked it and you haven't subscribed, if you could subscribe, that would be great. And if you could leave the word Rolling Road in the comments section below, that would be great also. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you on the next video.
It's now Friday night, quite late Friday night as well, and we're down, me and Sam are down in Thruxton at my friend Ray's Rolling Road. So a big shout out to Ray for getting me in at a drop of a nap and late night as well, so I can do some work before I head down. He's running the car up and all different loads just to try and get the temperature into it, and I think he's on a full load at the moment by the looks of the smoke coming out the back of it and tyre smoke off it, I'd say. Yeah. So this Rolling Road is different to the one track and road that we went to on Monday. It's a twin roller 4-wheel drive setup, although we're only using the rear rollers because it's rear wheel drive. At the moment he's just doing all different throttle loads, just to get the heat into the truck, because what we're trying to do is get the test consistent. So he's watching data on his dyno screen plus the temperature of my engine, and he does the actual run when everything is the same, so back to back we can see the improvements that we're making. We've done quite a lot of adjustments on this engine which we didn't video because I didn't take the GoPro. This is all done off Sam's phone, so we didn't video the adjustments, but each time we've got an improvement. And the one thing that we did notice is the truck actually likes to be quite rich when we try and get the fuel in to the what you'd call the right number. It takes a couple of horsepower out of it. It likes to be slightly on the rich side, and you know what, I want the power so it can go rich. There's a lot of development gone on to my truck. I mean, the engine's quite old now, it's been topped and tailed a few times, but we keep trying loads of different setups and head configurations and loads of bits. So the actual end figure we got on the rollers I was really happy with, and I'm not into hiding information, so we're going to stick the figures up now. So that's 272 horsepower. That's it's fixed to SHP rules for a 2.3 Vauxhall. It's limited on valve size, on cam lift. Cams the cams are supplied. The crank, the conrods, the pistons are supplied. We have to set it to a certain compression ratio. It has a certain ignition advance into it. So the only thing we can really play with is porting, timing, tappet clearances, and the fueling. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, and I think I can still get some more out of it, so we're going to have a play around with it to try and get some more. So we're at Snetterton supporting Reece and Danny. That's the sticker on Reece's car. Sam's racing number. So as I said earlier, we're at Snetterton, and if you look at the back of the circuit or middle of the screen, you can see a load of dirt getting flicked up. That was a truck spinning out, causing another truck to spin out, and then that truck caught the back end of truck 56, Pat, and caused him to roll about 3 times. Luckily, Pat got out without a scratch, just a bit shaken up. The truck looks a little bit worse for wear, but I know they've stripped it already, and we'll be repaneling it. The 2 cars that we put the engines in are truck 40 Reece Jones and truck 39 Danny Hunt. They're both towards the rear end of the circuit at the moment because of qualifying, but they are starting to put their foot down and get on with the job in hand. Both really good drivers. The field gets yellow flagged in a minute, so what that means is when the yellow flags come out, they're sat behind, or waved yellow flags, they're sat behind a safety car while they're recovering the rolled truck of Pat. So that needs to be cleared before they're racing again. Well, they're racing again now, we've edited this down, so Yeah, they're back at it. Reece got a little accidental tap in the rear corner which caused him to spin, so that made him fall to the back of the grid, but it don't take Reece long before he's charging back up the field. So this is the start of race 2. Reece is further up the circuit due to second part qualifying. I think he's in second at the moment, but it doesn't take him too long.
Come on, Reece.
In fact, he's just going around, or he's on the outside of Dale Gent there.
Come on, Reece.
I think Dale got the inside of him, so he's slipped back to third. But it don't take him too long before he manages to get his way into the lead, and luckily for all of the team involved, he held the lead then right to the end.
Come on,
It was one hell of a fantastic drive by Reece. So we're really happy because it was a good win for a Grace-powered truck. Danny was doing really well. Unfortunately, he got a puncture and then had to come into the pits to change a tyre. So it did mean it screwed the race up for him a little bit, but we're still running with good pace. We'd also helped truck 12 try and sort out a problem. He was down on power, so it was a brand new engine, not our engine, but he was struggling with the truck, so we did some changes to that. His team and me and Sam found quite a big fault, repaired that, and got him motoring quite well as well, so that was quite good.
Yes! Well done! Come on, Dean. Second place, George Durricky. Well done, George. Here at Snetterton. Hardy is going to present the trophy to, and then to our winner. Well done, to Reece Jones. Hey! Go on, boy. For a moment's time, and then the winner's trophy as well. Well done. Congratulations to Reece Jones on the top second podium. So Reece has won the second race at Snetterton today. He was the fastest in the first race, well, second fastest. There we go. Congratulations to all the team. It's Saturday and we're having a bit of a family day today, so no workshop until later on this afternoon. Instead, two of my sons work for Williams and they've invited us to a family day, so yeah, I've just come down to grab the camera to see how much we can get filmed. I don't know as we'll be able to film in Williams, but we're going to take it just in case, so hopefully we'll get some footage.
Oh, they actually changed the car. So before they had Sebastian Vettel's, he owns a Mansell's 92 Championship League car.
Oh, he bought it?
Yeah, he bought it for like $2 mil. And it's normally there, but obviously they moved it now.
But is there a different colour? Will you get that filthy? Okay, why don't you get a white hat? Then who you get this?
Wow, look at that.
What's that on? Switch the flashy lights on.
Switch the flashing lights on. There we go, the lights outside should be on again now.
Let's have a look, have a look. Look at that quick. Look, you switch the lights on. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
I want one of these.
Yeah, get one of these hats.
Yeah, I want one of them. Do you want anything?
Is that
The hockey jersey, isn't it?
Is it the hockey one? Yes. Yeah, that's the one.
Oi.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Clay? Clay. Clay. Come here. Do you like it, Mila? Look at his name.
Oh, the factory.
Come, Mila. Get it. The crash helmet, Sam. Try. Oh, this is my favourite bit. That's cold and shiny.
Sam. It's in the step manifold.
I've seen it in Sender's crash helmet.
Yeah.
Over there.
Oh no. I'm gonna have a look now, yeah. Sam's just said. Fucking hell. I love the colours of it. Pretty special, isn't it?
Each controller should have a colour. It will correspond to the coloured car that's on the track, yeah?
It's a movie.
Just so you know, so go around flat out on track is going to cause a crash. Okay, just go halfway. You've got a lane change button on the back of the controller just by here.
A massive privilege for me. Williams gave me my first F1 test last year in December, so I have a bit of a taste of what it's going to be like, but yeah, obviously super excited. Not too many expectations, just going to try and enjoy the day and learn as much as I can.
Amazing. And how's your preparation going to be building up in this month that you've got to be in the FW44, and are you going to be shadowing any of the F1 drivers when you're trackside?
Similar to what Nikki said, I'll be locked in that dark room on the sim, doing many laps, preparing as much as I can to go over procedures, obviously the way the car needs to be driven, and just learn the track as well, as I've only driven there once before. I'll also be attending Singapore in a couple weeks to shadow the drivers and see if I can pick up on anything that can help me moving forward. And yeah, just going to be continually working hard in the gym, trying to build up a bit of neck strength, as I'm sure I'll need that, especially the high-speed Sector 1 in Austin. But yeah, I'm just going to be trying to tick all the boxes.
I recommend bringing a mouth guard to Austin because it is very bumpy.
You ready?
Ready, steady, go.
Hang on.
Oh, that was good balance.
Go on! Go on, Albie!
Don't overtake him though, alright? Ready, steady, go. Go on, Clay.
Go on, Clay! Hi everyone, well I'm ending the Williams family day visit at my garage at home. The GoPro went flat, so I didn't get the opportunity just to film the last few bits and just to thank everyone for the day out. It's a bit rare for us to have a day off, but yeah, me, Sam and Tracy went to the family day with our other two boys, Troy and Travis, that invited us and their families, so it was fantastic. So I want to say first of all a big thanks to my other boys, Troy and Travis, for getting us the tickets for the family day, and also Williams for putting it on. It was absolutely incredible. You get to see everything. As you can see, we could film virtually everywhere. And then because I finished it at home, I thought I'd finish it in my little workshop at home. And with what's been going on with the workshop and all the work and everything else, I haven't been in my garage in, well, put it this way, it's been that long I thought the door weren't going to open. I probably haven't been in here for nearly a year, I'd guess, 10 months. And what was quite nice was seeing my Escort. I ain't seen my Escort for quite a while. I forgot how nice it is, and it's just been sat here, and I've not really done it many favours by abandoning it. So seeing it has made me want to do a few nights on this as well. So I think that will be on another update. Not like I've got enough going on with the Euro car and the pickup and the unit and everything else, but I really want to get some done in this Escort. Sam needs to come and clean his car cleaning stuff up. I need to finish this back workshop unit that I was putting in, and then we need to just finish decorating in here. I had it all, we had a fire here, I don't know, a few years ago in lockdown, and it destroyed the roof, destroyed all the walls. So I had a new roof, and I had it all replastered in here, a new door and new electrics, and I still haven't even finished that yet. So I need to get in here. We need to get this bit of plyboard back down the unit. These are some of the BMXs. I collect 80s BMXs, so see, these are some of the ones that once the workshop's done, we're going to hang these up into the roof of the workshop. So that's a super tough burner. That's a Mongoose Stranger Things, so it's off the, they've modelled it off the Mad Max's bike on Stranger Things. And then down there is my favourite bike, which is my Skyway Street Styler as well. So yeah, forgot how much I've got to do in here too, but I'll get on with that. So once again guys, thanks for watching. We've just started to film another complete engine film video, which is going to be a VXR engine. So I don't know exactly when it's going to go out because there's a fair bit of work to do on it, but we'll get on with that as well. And thanks everyone for viewing. I'll catch you on the next video. Ta-ra!